G'day to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. And I'm coming to you on this blue-skied winter day from Mount Tomaree at Port Stephens. And I've come round to the gun placement area and just taken the path around. And I've come to a place here where there's a good 200 metre drop into the ocean, and it's just sheer cliff, as you can see, sheer cliff coming up from the water and just towering into the sky. So beautiful. I've got a little boat down the bottom here, a little fishing boat that's enjoying the peace and quiet on the eastern side of Mount Tomaree, because I've got to tell you, on the western side there's a fierce wind blowing, and it's very, very uncomfortable indeed. So what I've done is I've come around here to the front of Mount Tomaree on the ocean side, the Pacific Ocean side, and I'm enjoying this beautiful morning, this beautiful winter's morning. So what I want to do today is share with you a book summary, an interesting book summary entitled Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey wrote a book entitled Green Light, and it's all about giving yourself permission to take risks, have fun, and to enjoy life without waiting for others to give you the permission or the green light to get on with life. So the author goes on to kick off the book with a quote, and the quote is as follows: "I believe the truth is only offensive when we are lying. The truth is only offensive when we are lying." So what the author then goes on to say is that a green light is an indicator that you can move ahead. So he basically says that we are all actors in our lives, and we are all entitled to an Academy Award. We can plan and we can live our life the way we want to, and how you live your life will enable you to have greater satisfaction. So it's given us permission to be our own counsel rather than being the counsel or having everybody else being the media, being the community, being our teachers, being our bosses, being our counsel in terms of how we choose to live life and how we choose to interpret the goings on in our lives. So let me move on now to the first point which the author makes. And he says that early life experienced through tough love, popularity, loneliness, and career changes can influence the way you see your life. Because we all have different pasts. This is one of the themes of Jim's 5am Club that I'm picking up from a number of books, that we have all enjoyed different pasts. And depending on the way our parents behaved, on how the people closest to us behaved, our friends, our relatives, the people who influenced us a lot, had a big impact on how we grew up. The author talks about his parents and how his parents had a combative relationship, but they loved each other. It's important to make that point, that people can be combative in their relationships, especially early on when you've got young children, when you've got so many pressures surrounding you. Pressures of work, pressures of your partner, pressures of your parents, your grandparents, your community. You name it. When you're young, you have a lot of expectation placed upon you, foisted upon you, and it is difficult. It is very, very difficult for many, and many, I may also hasten to add, probably can't cope with all of that expectation that is put upon them. So what the author says here is that what we shouldn't do is hate in our life. So the messages, the call to action is to try and eliminate the hates that we have in our lives. But at the other end of the spectrum, we also need to eliminate the can'ts as well as possibly the other cunts as well. So eliminate hate and eliminate can't. So the author learned from his early days, from his early years, through isolation, through being in Australia, through being part of Rotary, that he learned that he needed to practice abstinence in order to look inside of himself, to find himself. So a lot of people talk about the importance of the need to find themselves, but what the author here is suggesting, and it's the sort of thing that we talk about extensively within Christianity, within the Greek Orthodox Church, in fact, that in order to find yourself, you need to be isolated. You need to find a level of isolation. So you need to isolate yourself within reason, of course, but you need to find time with yourself. But you also need to find challenges and structure in your life through discipline. And we do that a lot, and I've practiced it a lot in terms of abstinence. For example, during Greek Orthodox Lent and Easter, we abstain from eating meats, from certain foods, dairy, egg, oils throughout the week, and we also abstain, believe it or not, from sexual relations, from the joys of sex. But all of those things have been proven over time, over the years, to make us stronger. Now, by being able to abstain, by being able to hold back, by being able to go without, make you stronger and enable you to find yourself and do a deep dive on who you are, what makes you tick, and how you operate. So he told his father that he wanted to become a vegetarian, and he wanted to do this and he wanted to do that. And his father told him, his only advice from his father, which is good advice, which is powerful advice, is, son, whatever you choose to do, make sure that you don't do it half-assed or half-hearted. Do it with all your energy. Do it with everything you want. Because what he wanted to do was, he didn't want to be a doctor. He didn't want to be a solicitor. He wanted to be an actor, which back in those days were frowned upon by families who wanted their children to have a secure and a respectable future. But this author wanted to be an actor, and his advice from his father was, son, I can't tell you what to do, but whatever you do, my only advice is for you to do it, and to do it without doing it half-assed. To do it with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your spirit. So the author goes on to say that he went and he enjoyed his acting with a film director, which had a massive impact on his career and on his life. And it was a chance meeting. Now, a lot of the things that happen in our lives are by chance. So what this tells us, what this reminds us of, is that we need to push ourselves and we need to do the things that we love, and to go along the path and to keep on going along the path, because sooner or later, all you need is one lucky break, one chance meeting with somebody who feels your energy, who senses your commitment, who identifies, your strengths, your talents, your gifts, and is able to guide you and give you that chance that could open the door to many, many other opportunities. So what this means, according to the author, is that you need to keep on going along the path and look for the green lights. And there are many green lights along the path. There are many amber lights. There are many red lights. But unless you chance your hand, unless you say hello to that beautiful woman that will one day be your life partner, you need to give yourself a chance. You need to open up the opportunity. And you're not going to open up that opportunity by sitting on your ass, staying at home, worrying about everything, anything and everything, worrying about whether or not the COVID vaccination will give you a blood clot, worrying about 5G, whether or not 5G is going to give you cancer, worrying about this, that and the other. You know what I'm talking about. There are people out there who have so many irrational fears that they're scared of their own bloody shadow, which I can't understand it. They lock themselves up. They worry about this. They worry about that. They offer opinion in places where their opinion is not welcomed, and say things that have no justification. But what they don't understand is what they're doing is that they're infecting all of those people around them with their negativity. They're infecting people with their irrational fears, with their doubts, their fear, uncertainty and doubt. And all of this stuff is really, really, really poor form. I'm just looking out there in the ocean, just so you're aware. I'm looking out to the ocean there and I'm seeing whales heading north on their migration. And they're breaching, they're jumping right out of the water. They're making massive splashes with their bodies, their body mass. And it's just beautiful. I'm here, I'm enjoying the morning sun on this winter's day. It's windy on the other side, but it's calm here. So this is my place. This is my place at the moment. And as I said, the important thing to understand is to be surrounded by people who are going to be giving you the green light, who are going to be encouraging you to keep moving along the path, which is aligned to your values, of course, and your actions are positive and energetic, but it's going to give you an opportunity to come across a lot more opportunity, because you've got to understand the risks of failing, the risks of having an issue or problem, or the potential fears that irrational fears that you have in your mind, have a very, very small chance of coming about. And the opportunities, the benefits, the gains that you could possibly get far outweigh manyfold the potential risks that you're fearing and the pain that you could endure. So the call to action from this author, the call to action from me, on this wonderful morning is to go for it. Give yourself a green light. Make sure that you're encouraging others and giving them green lights, because fear, uncertainty and doubt don't lead to anything good. They basically make people lazy. They make people procrastinate. It makes people doubt. A person was the king of romantic comedy. And everything came to him. But it had to come after one day where he had an existential awakening. And we all need to have these existential awakenings where we just sit and look at ourselves and say, what the hell is going on in my life? Why am I not happy? Why am I not doing the things that I love with the people that I love for as long as I love to do it? What's holding me back? What are those red lights